So you're just trying out the guitar amps in Bias FX, and you've seen that you can run it in two modes, plugin mode and standalone mode. If you're wondering what on earth are they, this video is for you. Hello, I'm Paul Douglas. If you're new here, then please consider subscribing to the channel by clicking that button down there and hit the notification bell to get notified of new videos. Now, I've made quite a few videos about Bias FX. It's one of my favourite guitar amp sims. And like other guitar amp sims, it has two modes, standalone and plugin. Now, those two modes are for using it for different things. Standalone is for when you're just using Bias FX as a guitar amp. You're just playing guitar, practicing, learning a song, whatever, and you're playing your guitar through Bias FX just like you would a real hardware guitar amp to practice. Plugin mode is where you use Bias FX to plug in to another piece of software like a DAW, a digital audio workstation. This would be when you want to record your guitar and you want the recorded guitar amp sound to be provided by Bias FX rather than, for example, miking up a real guitar amp. So this is probably best explained by actually doing it and demoing it. So let's do that. Here we have Bias FX. Now, the first thing to say is when you install Bias FX, make sure you tick the standalone checkbox as shown here to get the standalone version. The plugin version is always installed, but you have to tick this box to install the standalone version as well. I've circled that box here in red. Now, if you check that standalone box, you should have an option for Bias FX in your Windows menu. So if we have a look down here, I've got Bias FX 2 application, and you can launch it by just the reason there's two there is I've got both the 32-bit and 64-bit versions installed on my PC. So you can just click that and it'll launch just like any other Windows program. And then we can play through it just like a real guitar amp. If you're interested in knowing how to set Bias FX up so you can get your guitar sounds out of it, then I have a tutorial on doing exactly that, which you should be able to see from this card here, or click on the link in the description below. That's pretty much it for standalone mode. Let's go on to plugin mode. Now, for plugin mode, we'll need something to plug Bias FX into, for example, a DAW, a digital audio workstation program. If you don't know what a DAW is, it's sort of a recording studio in software. They allow you to record and multi-track your music, so I could record one guitar part and then over the top of that record another one, and you know, maybe a bass part, maybe some drums, maybe a vocal. So just like a recording studio, you can build up all those tracks. Now, my DAW of choice is called Reaper, and I'll launch that now. Now, I will create an empty project. So what I'm going to do here is add a track. So that allows me to record some music on that track, and I'm going to tell this track to use Bias FX. So if we select Bias FX from there, you'll see Bias FX come up in this window. Now, if I enable that track for recording, we have Bias FX plugged in to my DAW. I'm just going to record something very, very simple. Save that, and now I can play that back. So if I press the play button here, I'm not playing that on the guitar, look, no hands. That has been recorded, and what I can do now is I could create another track. I can set Bias FX to be used on that track as well. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to record a little bit of lead guitar over the top of that to show you multi-tracking guitar parts. Let's pick a different sound just so it sounds a bit different. I don't know. Let's pick that one. That's okay. So let's record something on this track now. There we are, and now if I play that back, we should hear both of the tracks together. So there we have using BiosFX in plugin mode inside another piece of software like a DAW. Thanks for watching. I hope that was useful for you. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, then please hit that subscribe button down there and the notification bell to get notified of new videos. Keep making music, and I'll see you again in the next video. Cheers.